Hi, it's Rob here from AFGolfStore, Callaway Ambassador, here with Matt, one of our top fitters. Today we're going to be looking at the new Callaway Apex Pro iron. I had that the previous series version, so we're just going to have a little bit of comparison, see how the new one performs.
So here we have the new and old Callaway Apex Pro. We've got Rob's current set and the new one he's going to be trying out. Rob, first thoughts?
Yeah, I think the new Pro iron looks very sleek. I love the way they've got that kind of dull finish going around it. Certainly a little bit wider. That's just because it's a hollow body, so slightly different performance as well, but we'll have a look at that in a second. The other big thing as well, they're less offset compared to the current ones, which for me, I like. I look down just the need to profile behind the back of the ball. So yeah, they're sort of like the two main things really. So I'm going to start off with my iron. Had these for just over a year. Really like them. So I'm going to hit a few shots and we'll just have a comparison.
So from a ball flight perspective, Rob,
yeah,
what do you typically look for in an iron for yourself?
Well, it's quite common knowledge around here that I do hit the ball extremely low, as you do not jest. I like that kind of penetrating ball flight, a little bit of spin on there, but I like to have a little bit of shape on the shots as well. So I've got no problem with hitting a little fade, little draw when needed, really.
So your current clubs, Rob, what sort of length, lie, shaft are you playing at the moment?
So setup wise, standard length, standard lie. I've got the KBSC taper light in stiff, just to try and kind of help me with a little bit of the launch, just get the ball a little bit higher.
That was nice.
And MCC +4 grips, just to stop my right hand from flipping over a little bit too much.
And for people that don't know, how does that sort of work with a +4 grip?
So +4 grip's thicker on the bottom hand. So on the bottom hand, just prevents that right hand from overtaking the left too much, closing the club face down, shutting the face, hitting a bit too low as I tend to do. But yeah, they just feel, for me, they just feel really good as well. Don't feel like I have to grip the club too tight.
Which for anyone getting fit is obviously very important because it's the only bit of the club you're actually holding on to.
Totally.
Can often be overlooked, making sure you've got the right feel, thickness, style.
Yeah, as you say, it is something that gets overlooked. People don't realise how important that part is. So now going to have a look at the new Apex Pro iron. So yeah, first impressions, a lot less offset, a little bit bigger though, just as it sits behind the back of the ball, but still looks really neat. So let's have a go.
Nice shot.
First impression's pretty good.
Any difference in feel or sound there, Rob, on the new head?
Yeah, certainly. I know there's a little bit of dampening within the heads to try and keep that the noise level down. My Apex do have a tiny little clicking sound. Don't feel it at all with this one.
Certainly sounded quieter here.
Yeah.
Also sounds a little bit different sort of mat contact there as well. Doesn't sound as loud.
Yeah, so another one of the features of the new one, the toes a little bit, they class it as a little bit pre-worn, so a little bit more rounded, so it's generally designed to give you a slightly better turf, club turf interaction. For me, I hit the ball really low. I do take divots, that is one thing I definitely do, so hitting off the mat, just making it a little bit more rounded does just help with that contact on that firmer.
You can hear that, definitely. That's good. Cool, that got airborne for you.
That was high. Felt like I just hit my pitching wedge.
Good numbers. Nice shot.
That's the best one I hit.
So we've hit half a dozen shots or so with new versus old head.
Yep.
One caveat, we didn't quite have the right shaft for you in the new head, so we used something quite similar. But looking at the data there, we can see for you, ball speed up a little bit on the new head.
Yep.
Always a nice thing to see. The efficiency or smash factor a little bit higher, so it's coming off the head quicker for the same amount of output.
Yep.
Then moving on from that, there's a couple of bits that are really quite nice for you as a lower golf ball hitter. We can see launch angles up a little bit, spins up a little bit, so peak height and landing angle are also up. Generally, for a 7-iron for myself, good golfer, I like to see somewhere between 45 and 50 degrees descent angle.
Yeah.
And we can see now you're at 45, whereas previously at 43. So for me there, in terms of fitting numbers, looks really encouraging.
Yep. Yeah, definitely agree with that. Definitely felt like it, like visually, where I would normally look for the ball in the air, it was definitely that little bit higher. But it didn't feel like it was jumping off the face though. So when you sometimes can go to the more forgiving irons, they will feel that that ball's springing off the face a little bit too quick. Didn't have that feeling.
Still felt soft.
Still felt pretty solid connection, but that softer feel, as you say. And as we talked during those shots, it didn't have that clicky sound to it as well. So it sounded a bit more like that conventional soft forging. So yeah, all in all, yeah, good performance. I like it. So you can see from the video there, so we're definitely seeing some gains in improvement on my 7-iron compared to the one that I had. We also have two other options as well. We have the CB and the MB that can be comboed with any of these as well, that we can do in-house for our fitting and through our build with multiple shafts that are available. So yeah, come along and see us, get a free fitting, and let's see what we can prove in your game.